All right, everybody, we are live. Let me know if you can hear me. I see a couple folks in the chat already. Awesome to have you here. I'm just going to refresh my screen to make sure that my YouTube is actually working and that we're actually streaming. I'm a little concerned about my volume just because at work the other day, and sorry if you're hearing an ad playing right now, at work the other day, oh, I can hear myself. We're coming in loud and clear. But at work the other day, people were saying that they couldn't hear me. So I wanted to make sure my mic was all right. I've been on a 10K writing day today. Oh no, my connection's unstable. This is a new update. I've never seen this on StreamYard before. Okay. That's interesting. All right, love that. Love that StreamYard has updated to show internet stability. Actually, that's really great though, because sometimes I've got terrible internet. So, yeah, people were telling me at work the other day that my microphone wasn't working. So I was a little nervous that it wasn't going to be working. But today I've been trying to do a 10K day, which was actually a 12K day. My goal was to write 12K today and then 8K tomorrow because I wanted to have a 20,000 word writing weekend. So how's that going so far? Medium. It's going medium. It's not going well. I'm going to use medium to describe where we're at. So I'm at 4,000 words for the day. I really did only start at like 1:30, and by 3 p.m. I had 3,000 words. So I wrote 3,000 words in like an hour and a half. And then I wrote 1,000 words on my like biking desk. And then I went out for a walk, had dinner, etc. So, I mean, I'm not... it might be a late night. I wanted to do 12,000 today and 8,000 tomorrow because I don't want to do two 10,000 word days, but that just might be what it is. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Going to be doing lots of writing sprints. Very excited. Hopefully some longer writing sprints, like 25 minutes and such. And yeah, so let's see who's all here. Alice, hello, welcome. Devin is here as well. Howdy, Devin, good to see you. Oh, good, everybody can hear me, that's great. Danya is here, hello. And Alice is also doing a 10-day. I'm currently at 6.4K. That's awesome, Alice. That's super great. I am so happy to have a fellow writer who's doing 10,000 words because it's like mentally taxing. All night stream. I don't think I'll be streaming all night. I found that, I mean, I know I've done the 10K word day streams, but I have found, and this was true before those streams too, that I typically write faster, not in streams. Like not when I'm doing streams. Like when I'm doing streams, it's like sometimes a little bit harder. And those days end up being so long. They end up being like 16 hours. I'm hoping today is not a 16-hour day, but who knows? Maybe it could be. Maybe we will go all night. To be determined. Chandra, hello. Welcome. We're going to be jumping into the first writing sprint. You know what? Let's jump into the writing sprint like in like a minute. We've been live for now 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So at 5 minutes, we'll jump in. Does anybody have a suggestion for how long we want to go for the first writing sprint? Let us know in the chat. Maybe I can do that one day. 10K is really hard. Yeah, I mean, some folks, some like 10K days, don't ever feel like you have to do a 10K day. I just have a lot of words to get out. And this is actually just how I write. I typically don't, I mean, I've been writing every day now, but like typically I don't write every day and I write in really big chunks, and that's just kind of how it goes. I don't think we'll be doing 75 minutes to start, Devin, but one day I promise it will happen. Chandra is suggesting 20 minutes. Alice is suggesting 1717. I really like the odd numbers. So maybe let's start with 1717 because it's shorter, and then we can do a 20-minute sprint after that. And we'll use the 1717 as a bit of a warm up, even though I know they're not. I know they're like similar. Like I know. 20 or 15 minutes. I'm working on a rewrite for camp. Oh yeah, I forgot that it's camp. I'm not doing camp, but I forgot that it's camp. Okay, perfect. Well, 1717 is right in the middle of that. So I think we go for that. And we've been live for about 5 minutes now, so I think let's just dive right into it. And I'm almost at 5,000 words. It's just I'm only like scratching them off when I hit the actual goal. So maybe fingers crossed I'll get 5,000 words this sprint. That would be great. I'm 14K behind on Nano and 4K behind on other projects, so I need this 10K day. Basically why I'm also having a big writing weekend. I'm behind on like so many projects. I'm ghostwriting now, so we can get into that later, but I'm behind on a lot of projects. So that is what we're doing. All right, I'm going to share my screen really quickly, and we're going to dive in for a 17-minute and 17-second sprint. Pens at the ready, everybody, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did the sprint go? I just realized you're probably not able to hear the timer because I have my headphones in, but I got 342 words that sprint. I still am not at 5,000 words for the day, but I'm almost there. And I realize on my 10K days, I typically do like a banner. So maybe I'll do that. I wanted to write 12,000 words today. So I'm going to put it at 12,000. I don't think I'm going to make it to 12,000, but you know, never say never, right? So right now I am at 4,735 words. And these are new words. They're not edited words. Words written today. All right, there we go. So that's where we're at for the day. I mean, I'm still a ways away from 10K even, but we're getting there slow and steady, slow and steady. So how did everybody else do that sprint? A few other folks came in. The Shadows Layers here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Time Watch is here. Great to see you. That's such a cute little avatar. I love it. Danya got 124 words, which is awesome. That's super wonderful. Chandra got 641 words. Amazing. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. That's super awesome. Yeah. Oh, all the words. I love it. We also have Alice, who's like just crushing the day at like 887 words. That's absolutely amazing. The Shadows Layer got 13 words. Words are words, and anything is wonderful. Also, I'm pretty sure you got here at the end of the sprint. Jonathan got 315 words. Also, hello, Jonathan. Good to see you. Yeah, so writing all the words, I'm like really down with this reward system of like filling in the little squares. And I just want to be able to fill in my 5K square so badly. I think we were going to do a 20-minute sprint next. So I'm super down to like jump right into it. If everybody's all right with that, we can just like hop from sprint to sprint. I'm like needing to get all the words in. So if everybody's all right with that, we can just like jump right into the next sprint and do 20 minutes. So is everybody good with a 20-minute writing sprint? Also, I realize I'm coming up really blurry on YouTube, so I'm sorry about that. Do you count the words you already have when you're rewriting? So today I'm writing new words, but whenever I'm editing or like let's say I'm doing a 10K of editing or a 10K day that has a lot of rewriting involved, I'll count those words. But like it's also not like net new words, but yeah, I'll count them. Why not? Count them. Go for it. I need to get 4K today. I was on the struggle bus today. That's a lot of words. Okay, people are like really going for it today. There's 10K days, there's 4K days. This is like, oh, this week. Me too. Yeah, people are really going for it today. I love it. Amara's here. Hello, Amara. Welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Great to see you. It's always great to see everybody. I haven't done a sprint in so long. I'm just realizing I don't think I've done writing sprints since Christmas time. That's 4 months. That's a long time. I haven't done sprints in a long time. I want to have a day, where I do writing sprints regularly, and I am going to pick one. I will do that. I just haven't done it yet. And it'll be like a reoccurring thing on a weekly basis. So yeah, that will happen eventually. I do, but that's just me. Yeah, I do too. Like I've done 10K days where I'm like writing and editing and using rewritten words. I would do that too. I'm working and making Instagram posts, so I'm good with whatever. Doesn't look blurry. Okay, great. Megan is here as well. Hello, hello. Funny, this is only blurry on my TV. So weird. Okay, so I'm seeing it blurry on my computer. Interesting. Okay, we're getting some weird blur effect going here. Got it. Everybody's saying hi. 20 sounds good. Currently not blurry. Okay, not blurry on laptops, it looks like. Blurry on TVs, though. All right, everybody's saying hi. I'm going to actually read my script. I'm going for actually read my script day. That's awesome. That's so fun. Scripts are so fun. I cannot for the life of me write a script, but I love reading scripts. Still need 4K today. Yes. Well, we're going to write all the words, so don't you worry, everybody. Okay, so that's super interesting because like this is a monetized stream, but I've only ever gotten ads at beginnings of live streams, but that's really interesting that your TV's doing it. I can turn the monetization off. I think I just like turn it on for everything, like but on impulse. So like on like whenever I post a video, it just like is like a natural thing. It's like on my checklist of things to do, but I can go and turn it off. So people stop experiencing ads. I thought it was just me. Oh, is this the blur? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little blurry. I don't know why that is. Sorry. Okay, not blurry here. Okay, we've got a mix of blurry, not blurry. I'll try and figure it out this next sprint, but we're going to be doing a 20-minute sprint. So I'm just going to put 20 minutes on the timer and share my screen here. I just never noticed it. Laptop and TV behave different than before. Yeah, that's so weird. Hey, Miguel, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see everyone. I really haven't done a writing sprint in a long time. All right, so we've got 20 minutes on the clock and we're going to start on our second writing sprint of the evening. So pens at the ready, everybody, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did the sprint go? I'm just going to turn this timer off here. I hit 5,000 words that sprint, which is very exciting. I don't actually know how many words I got that sprint in, like just in that sprint, but I was at 4,735 and now I'm at 5,175. So I'm just going to go ahead and change that. 5,175. And I am going to go ahead and fill in my 5,000 little sticker there. So while you all tell me how you did, I'm going to go ahead and do that, which is very exciting. Halfway there. Whoa, we're halfway there. I can't sing, just so everybody knows, but I love singing. So that's unfortunate for everybody else, I suppose. All right, so 5,000 words feels great. That is where we are at. Very, very exciting. Just so everybody knows, I'm not doing 10,000 words. Oops, I just shook my computer. I'm not doing 10,000 words on this live stream, but we're live streaming and we'll see how many words we get on it. All right, hopping back to the chat. Wait. Yeah, nice to be live again. Hi, Charles. Good to see you. And yes, I have left the monetization on. I didn't touch it. I'm hoping people aren't getting ads on their TV constantly because that's really quite annoying. I need to do one of your 10,000 word sprints so I can just finish this damn book I've been working on. I will be doing a 10K word day again. Honestly, this was a bit of an impromptu. Like large word count weekend because I've kind of talked about it a little bit on my channel, but I've been ghostwriting as part of like freelancing services through Fiverr, which has been an amazing experience. And I love it. I didn't realize how much I would love it. But I love it. I've always written, like I write professionally through work and I've written for blogs and stuff like that, but I've never necessarily done ghostwriting before. And so this is it's really interesting how much I love it. And there's a lot of reasons why I love it. But anyway, I know I'm getting into this, but I realized because I have a full-time job, so I realized that like most of the writing that I can do for ghostwriting is on weekends or weekdays. And I definitely overbooked myself. I have way too many projects to be working on right now. And you know what? That's an exaggeration. I don't have way too many projects, but I have too many projects for somebody who is also working a full-time job. So I know this is a good problem to have. I know I'm complaining about something that is a good problem to have, and I'm not really complaining. It's just I realized this weekend I sat down and calculated how many words that I need to write to make sure I'm making upcoming deliveries, etc. So my weekend goal should actually be 30K, but I thought that was very unrealistic. So I'm doing 20K and I'm going to like wake up early during the weekday and do some writing then, because I prefer not to do like I try to save all my freelancing for the weekends so that, during the weekdays I can work and then relax or work on my own projects. But yeah, I realized I have a lot to do to make deliveries this upcoming week. So that's where we're at. So I'm doing a combination and we're working on 3 different projects. Obviously, I can't tell you what the projects are, but all 3 of them are in the fantasy or sci-fi genre. So I'm working on 2 fantasies and 1 sci-fi this weekend. So keeps me on my toes, I guess. But yeah, it's been fun. So that's why I need to do a 10K day. And that's why this was impromptu, to get back to this comment. That's why this was impromptu, because I didn't really realize that I needed to do such a large like writing chunk until I actually sat down and was like, okay, when do I have time to do all of this writing? And obviously, once I draft things, I go back and edit it and make sure it is good and looks good. But I need to get the drafts out, so I'm getting the drafts out. I was doing research and jam into rock music from the 60s. That's awesome, Megan. What a fun way to like spend your sprint. I love that. Chandra got 834 words. That is a ton. I am mad jealous. I wish I got 834 words. Danya got 127 words, which is amazing. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there. Alice hit 8.3K, which is also amazing. Man, people are just crushing it this evening. Just woke up, so I was doing the morning stuff. I wish I just woke up. I'm very tired. I'm very envious right now. Danya says, congratulations to Alice. That is awesome. Yeah, 8.3K. That's awesome. 127 words is awesome too, though. We love all the words. The writing volumes will have ebbs and recedes and crests. Yep, definitely, completely agree. Today's dip is set up for the tsunami of words ahead. Yes, I agree. Things ebb and flow. Any news on book 2, Patrick? So yes and no. It is going out to beta readers. So I had initially, so in my last newsletter, I had a call for beta readers. So I had initially decided I was not going to do beta readers because I was like, okay, I know the direction of the series. I'm not going to do beta readers. It just is a waste of time. And I'm saying that I don't actually think beta readers are a waste of time. I think beta readers are absolutely wonderful. I meant for book 2, I thought it would be a waste of time for me for book 2. That ended up being completely false and probably something I needed very early on. So I am at the point where I have reached out through my newsletter to potential beta readers and had some folks who were interested fill in a form. And yeah, so that's where we're at. Because I'm like so at a loss, I don't know what's wrong with it. That's where we're at. I haven't counted yet. The Shadows Lair got 204. That is awesome. Everybody's getting the words. I love it. So how long do we want to go for this next sprint is not how many is what I wanted to ask. How long do we want to go for? Can I hit 6K in the next sprint? We're going to give it a shot. I would love to be able to do 1,000 word sprints, but it takes me maybe like 40 minutes to do 1,000 words. So, yeah. Chandra's suggesting 25 minutes, and I'm super down for 25 minutes. I also am going to make a banner that says currently on writing sprint. Currently on writing sprint. Currently sprinting, actually, is what we're going to say on the banner, just so that people who come in while we're sprinting know what we're doing. I've had before, like, people pop into my streams. 25. Okay, everyone's on the same page for 25. I've had people pop into my streams before who are like brand new to writing sprints, and I guess like just found the sprint via YouTube and have popped in and been like, wait, what's going on? Why is nobody saying anything? What's happening? And like, rightfully so. Like, imagine, like, I don't know, like the first time that I went to a writing sprint, I kind of knew what it was because I had heard other people, like a YouTube live writing sprint, because I had heard other people talking about it. So I knew what to expect. But like, could you imagine just stumbling upon a writing sprint and there's just someone on screen not saying anything and a timer going? Like, that's a weird, I think that would be a weird experience. If you've had that experience, like going into a writing sprint with absolutely zero context, let me know in the chat, because like, I can imagine that being a weird experience. Like, what is happening? Why is nobody saying anything? And why are there all these people in the chat saying random numbers? Like, I could imagine that being really odd. And so that happened to me once, where someone came and like, was just like, wait, what is happening here? And so I like to put like currently sprinting or currently writing at the bottom so that people kind of know what's going on, even though currently sprinting doesn't really help that much with an explanation. But anyway, I'm just ranting now and avoiding writing because there's a lot left to do, so I'm procrastinating. Okay, so Chandra, you had the experience. Lol, yes, I didn't even think about it now, but the first time I was so confused, right? Like, it's a weird experience. Like when you think about it, like somebody could just come in right now and see like 204, 25, 25, and we could all be silent and nobody saying anything and nobody responding when people try and ask questions in the chat because everybody's writing. Like it's kind of weird. I think it's kind of weird. Kind of funny, but also kind of weird. All right, so we're gonna jump into the next sprint. So pens at the ready, everybody. Pens at the ready, pens at the ready. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. I hope you had a good sprint. That was a 25-minute sprint. Hope everybody got all the words. I don't know how many words I got that sprint. I think around 800, but I'm now at 5,000. I'm up from 5,175 to 5,855, which is awesome. All right. Gonna hit 6K next sprint. I can feel it. All right, how did everybody do? Let us know in the comments. I see some comments came in after we started the sprint. I think this was just based on our conversation about how weird writing sprints are if you just like stumble into them. But I was only introduced to writing sprints last Camp July, but I was so confused as well, right? Like it's a confusing thing if you just stumble upon them. I actually made a video about sprints and write-ins because of that, because it was so confusing. That is an amazing, amazing idea. It is like this confusing, weird thing. That's a really good video topic idea. I love that you made a video on that. I'm sure like people who are searching writing sprints now are finding your video and find that very useful. I saw this actually right after we got started, and I thought it was super interesting. So Charles was saying, unbeknown to most, there's a tradition of these Pomodoro work intervals. I'm going to mispronounce that name, so I'm not going to say it, but if someone wants to break down the pronunciation, then I'll try. But published a drawing guide that is similar for his drawing classes back in 1938, The Natural Way to Draw, which is, I'm assuming, using the Pomodoro technique, which is like super cool. Chandra got 633 words, which is amazing. Daniel got 291, also amazing. The Shadows Lair, 214. Everybody's just crushing it, crushing these word counts. I did some more research. Did you know there's an entire book on how to assume a new identity? Ooh, that's super interesting. I sometimes wonder, and like this might, I mean, like, don't, like, I'm not going to do this, but like, hypothetically, sometimes I have thoughts where I'm just like, what if I just like left? What if I just like up and went somewhere, traveled to a new place, started an entirely new life, and just left? I mean, I think I would tell my family, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, you could do that. Theoretically, you could just do that. Just like start an entire new life. And I'm sure this book would help do that. I'm curious to know, I've always been curious, like the logistics of starting a new identity. Like if you wanted to like assume a completely new identity that was like fictional, how do you go about getting all of the things you need to assume that new identity, like a birth certificate or stuff like that? So I've always been interested in that. Obviously, I know it's not like legal ways to go about it, but like go about getting that information. But anyway, yeah, sometimes I'm just like, what if like started a brand new life somewhere totally random, did a totally random new thing. I don't know. I know that's might sound a little wild, but like it also sounds like an adventure, right? Like does that not sound like a cool adventure? Like just like starting, like I think it sounds like a cool adventure. I think it sounds like a cool adventure. I'm not going to do it though, guys. Don't worry. I've got too many people that I love around me. But like maybe for like a month, like maybe I'll send an email to everyone one day and just be like, hey, I'm going to disappear for a month. I'll be back and I'll go somewhere and I'll just like, I don't know. I'm like talking crazy here now. I'm less than 50 words away from 10K. Alice, that's so awesome. Congratulations. What a big writing day. That's so amazing. We'll get into another sprint right away then. So how long does everybody want to go for the next sprint? Let us know in the comments. Are you going undercover, Megan? Yeah, like doing some research. I assume that was for a book, but like, who knows? Maybe it's to go undercover. What is the name of that book? The Paper Trip by Eden Press. I mean, I'm not writing that down is what I'm saying. Not writing it down. The Paper Trip. I used to have those thoughts. Okay, good. I'm not alone. I feel like it's like I don't know, like, well, it's certainly escapism is what it is, but yeah. 100, but really glad to know I'm not alone. Julie got 193 words. This sounds interesting, Megan. Yeah, it really does. It really does. Miguel got 212 words, which is awesome. We all have the name of that book now, so we can all go assume completely new identities, which is kind of fun. How long is this live going? Great question, Miguel. To be determined. There's no to be determined. It's fascinating for sure. So that's the book. My only fear is that if a person were to get kidnapped during that time, it would almost be impossible to find them. That is so true. So that's like one of my thoughts too. Like, so true. So true. Like, one of my fears. My first fear would be like if I like just left, if you just like up and left and assumed a totally new identity, like people would like, that's, I mean, obviously that's sketchy. And like people in your current life would be like, is this person okay? What's happening? So you'd have to let them know somehow. But no matter how you let them know, that's going to be sketchy. And then once you're gone, like you said, Chandra, it's like, if something happens to you, like, how is anybody from your old life going to know? But I guess maybe that's part of the point. They are not going to know anything about your new life. I don't know. Anyway, I have regular existential crises, and my solution is always just like, oh, maybe I'll just like run away. I've been like that since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was like convinced. I was like, whenever like I got grounded for something, and I was like 8, mind you, I'd be like, I'm gonna take my dog. I was always taking the dog with me. I'm gonna take my dog. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, pack all the food in the fridge, pack all the food in the cupboard, and I'm going to run away. Obviously, I never even tried to run away, but like the reoccurring thought, I suppose. Okay, 22, 24, 25. I saw 222, so I think we're going to go with 22, and we'll do 22 because that's a fun number. Haley, hello. Welcome. Yes, there are sprints happening because we're writing all the words. There's many people here doing different writing challenges today, so welcome. Happy to have you join. Everybody's saying hi. TBD sounds nice. Yeah, TBD. There's a UFC going on tonight, and my partner is watching UFC. So basically, the writing sprints will go on for either however long it takes me to hit 10K or 12K, or until the UFC is over, or until I get tired. So like, it's very, very TBD. Very TBD. Same. I have put a lot of thought into this. Okay. I'm so glad other people have these thoughts too, because like sometimes when you're thinking them, you're like, no, that's crazy. I'm not going to do that. Oh, I actually did run away a lot. See, I mean, I hope everything was okay when you ran away. Yeah, I hope everything was okay when you ran away. But like, when I was a kid, I really kind of romanticized it, if that makes sense, which is like a terrible, like why I did that, I have no idea. But yeah. So I hope everything was okay when you did run away a lot. It's easy to find sprints on YouTube. Someone puts them in daily playlists. That would be Devin. Devin, I see you post those on the AuthorTubers group on Facebook. For anybody who's not in the AuthorTubers group on Facebook, you don't actually have to have a YouTube channel to join it. So like, go ahead and join it. It's just called #AuthorTubers, like this. I think. I could be wrong. Yes, #Divine Devin for sure. I'm so glad that I actually stumbled upon this sprint. I'm really close to my Camp Nano goal. That's awesome. That's so awesome, Stephanie. Also, welcome. Hi. Welcome to the sprint. We are doing all the words today. Right, that person is so awesome, and everybody in AuthorTube should go follow him. Is that Devin? Devin is awesome. But I think I might... Yeah. Yes, that person is awesome. Yeah, it's Devin. Devin does do that. I can't imagine who that would be. Oh, I love this. Yes, and this is where you can go and find, I know Devin posts the links in there. Devin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've seen you posting links in there, so I'm assuming that's what this is. Yeah, perfect. All right, we're going to get into the next sprint. 22 minutes and 22 seconds. 22, 22. All righty. All right, everybody. So here we go. Pens at the ready, and we're going to, oh, geez, I just flicked that across the desk. Okay, pens at the ready, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. I hope you had a good sprint. Not gonna lie, I spent the last 5 minutes getting a granola bar because I haven't had dinner, and then starting to boil some water on the stove so I can make some noodles for the next sprint. But I hope everybody had a good sprint. Let us know how you did in the chat. I am up from 5,800 and something, I forget how many words, to 6,256 words, which is awesome. So I get to fill in my 6K sticker for the day. Not sticker, I don't know, block. I get to fill that in, which is so satisfying. I love it. Which means I'm officially more than halfway for the day, to 12,000 words. But let's be real, I'm getting kind of tired, so I might stop at 10K. I'm not going to say I'm going to stop before 10K, but I might stop at 10K and then do 10K tomorrow. But yeah, so, and I'll use a different color actually to mark tomorrow so that I can, like, if I don't finish 12K today, I can start on today's date because I, see, did it by like dates there. All right, so how did everybody do that sprint? Okay, so yeah, this is to the Author Tubers Facebook group. Anybody can go join. You don't have to have a YouTube channel, so please feel free to go and join. I'm not an admin, but at least when I joined, you didn't have to have a YouTube channel. Devin said, yes, I started doing the daily playlist right after Christmas, which is awesome. Shanice is here. Shanice, it's so good to see you. Not too late. We're definitely still sprinting. Everybody's getting all the words in. I did nothing this time. I did words, but then I took a break and now I'm like kind of trying to listen to make sure my water's not boiling over, but you know, we'll jump into the next sprint quickly. And then I'm going to spend the first like 2 or 3 minutes making some food and then continue sprinting. Currently rereading what I've written to catch up. Haven't worked on this project in months, so I have to get back into the main character's voice. Yeah, totally get that. When you leave a project and it's like, okay, wait, I have to get back into like the headspace to be doing this. Totally get that. Charles got 185 words. Dania got 138 words. Awesome word counts, everybody. Awesome word counts. Stephanie got 441 words, which is amazing. Alice managed to hit 11.5K. That's so awesome. So Alice is doing a 10,000 word day as well, which is absolutely amazing. Congratulations on hitting 10K. Super, super awesome. Also, I do just want to clarify, I am doing a 10K day, but I'm not doing it all on live streams. I know I do that a lot, but today I have not been doing the 10K all on live streams. But anywho, this is where we're at. I've got I'm at 6K, which is fun. Really fun, actually. I mean, even if I don't get to 10Ks or 12K, I mean, 6K is great. Devin is this year's gift that keeps on documenting. Yes, Devin is definitely a gift. Megan is still doing research on her project. Shanice needs to figure out if I want to play my Pretty Little Liars, I'm assuming is PLL, crossed with Heather's book rewrite of SOTF for the agent or work on a script. Okay, so that's for, okay, so you're trying to figure out whether you want to plan the rewrite for your novel or work on a script. Scripts are, I'm so envious of people, and I said this early in the stream because someone else was reading their script. I think it was Amara. I'm so envious of people who can write scripts. That's so much fun. That is so, so, so much fun. The Shadows Lair got 194 words, which is amazing. Julie got 152, got a call from my alpha readers / best friend about a character issue. Oh yeah, alpha readers are great. I love alpha readers. I also someone asked me about book 2, and I also didn't send book 2 to Alpha Reader. It's basically book 2's the best. So like, I'm getting there though. But that's awesome that they gave you a ring and that they're going to like walk you through, I guess, what they think is the character issue, because it might not actually be an issue. I suppose it's just one person's opinion. So, but yeah, great that you got a call, and 152 words is still an awesome amount of words. So everyone, how long do we want to go for the next sprint? I'm like super down with these like kind of like longer 25-minute-ish sprints, but I could also do a shorter one. Really up to you guys. What's everybody feeling? If we do a longer one, I am going to spend the first like 5 minutes just finishing making my ramen. But yeah. Also, I mean, I'm just making like the like Mr. Noodles like prepackaged ramen this evening, so like really nothing fancy. But I found this great ramen recipe recently, and if I can find the link to it, I will send it to everyone because it's like super easy. The sauce is super good. You probably have most things in your cupboard to make the sauce, and anyway, it's just really good. You do need tofu though, but anyway, absolutely delicious. If I can find it, I'll share it with everyone because like I made it the other day and I'm just very excited about it. It was really, really good. Okay, Stephanie says 25. It's actually an outfit issue. As in, can you picture this guy wearing this? Oh, well, that's a great issue to have. I envy that issue. All right, so I mean, I think we can do 25 minutes again. I'm super down. Like I said, I might disappear, turn my camera off for the first like minute or two / probably 3. But I'm super down to do 25. I'm liking these longer sprints, and like I can almost hit 1,000 words in them. Like it basically takes me like a sprint and a half to get 1,000 words, or so far that's been the trend when we do these kind of like longer ones. All right, everybody's on board for 25 minutes. So we're gonna do a 25-minute sprint. I've got 25 minutes on the clock, pens at the ready, everybody, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did the sprint go? I barely got any words. I am now at 6,291 words, so I got like what, a grand total of 40 words. But I did eat dinner, and I also got a coffee, which is I went over 6 years, maybe even 7 years without drinking coffee, and restarted. And this is the first time, you guys are seeing it live, that I'm having coffee, like not at breakfast. Like I typically only have one coffee per day, and it's with breakfast. And the reason I started drinking coffee again was because it was Christmas, not this past year, actually, the year before. Wow, time is weird with COVID. And essentially, I really wanted to, and sorry, my camera's doing something really funky here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something's not right. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was playing with my camera trying to get it back in place. But so it was Christmas, and people were having coffee with like breakfast and like chilling and chatting and drinking their coffees. And it was so nice. And like I would typically join in. Like I love the ritual of having coffee. So when I didn't drink coffee, like caffeine, I should say, I drank decaf. And so I would typically have decaf in those situations, but we didn't have decaf and we weren't going out to the store to get any. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have coffee. And anyway, that's how I started having coffee again. Yeah, so now I drink coffee. All right. I know that was a really long-winded story. All right, the Shadows Layer got 399 words, which is awesome. I signed up for beta reading for a friend and only got 400-ish words. 400 words is a lot of words. Sorry, I had a hiccup from eating very quickly. Stephanie got 624 words. Awesome word count, everybody. Chandra got 941 words. That's absolutely amazing. The Shadows Layer met their goal for the evening. So good night. It was great having you here. So happy you met your goal. That's awesome. Julie got 199, trying to use Google Maps to find an abandoned warehouse along the Thames. Never been to London. I have, but I would have no idea where to find an abandoned warehouse along the Thames. But like, great idea to Google Maps it. That's awesome. I'm so sorry. I have to sneeze, everyone. I'm going to put myself on mute. Nope, it passed. It passed. All right, and Dania got 283 words, which is absolutely amazing. All right, everybody's just getting all of the words. Excuse my sniffles. I don't know why I'm so sneezy all of a sudden, but I think we just jump right into another sprint because honestly, I kind of use that sprint as a break. And I have a proposal for everybody. I've also been to London, Ontario. Devin and I are both from the GTA. London, Ontario is different from London, England, for anyone who might be wondering who's not from Canada. But there's a whole like Southern Ontario has like a whole bunch of towns that are named after European cities, like a ton. Like there's Paris, there's like, yeah, a ton. In that little area, but it's kind of confusing for like Canadians. I mean, it's kind of confusing because there's obviously London, England, and that's the London that everybody knows. But like when somebody's talking about London, they're typically like in the GTA, they're typically talking about London, Ontario, which is like a big, like, well, big town, small city, I suppose. Like, what's their population? 300,000, 400,000? Am I making that up? 100,000? But it's like big enough, and like there's a big university there, and so like it kind of gets confusing sometimes, especially when like Canadians or like Ontario, people from Ontario, even not even just Canadians, but like someone from Toronto talking to someone not from Toronto, it's like, wait, which, like someone will be talking about London. Anyway, I'm rambling. How long do we want to go for the next sprint? Oh, I was going to suggest we try something, but it's kind of selfish, so I take it back. So how long do we think we want to go for the next sprint? And I'm so sorry, my nose is super runny. I'm just going to blow my nose really quickly. 1 second. Everybody let me know how long you want to go for in the comments. Still not done. I'll be right back again. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry, everybody. I know it's annoying when the a host leaves, so I apologize. But I really had to blow my nose there. So Alice is, oh wait, Julie has a comment here. I actually wrote a scene for a book where my characters take up to the Eiffel Tower and literally use Street View to walk the road. That's so fun. That's so fun to know where your characters are going. That's awesome. 2332. Wait, what did you want to try? Okay, so earlier today, the way I was doing my writing was I was sprinting, not for time, but I was sprinting for words. So I would sprint for 1,000 words. And then when I hit 1,000 words, I would take a break. So I was like, hey, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I wonder if we could somehow do a sprint where the timer is my word count. But that would rely on, I have about 700 words left the next 1,000. So, I mean, I can write 700 words in 25 minutes typically. But that would rely on people, that would rely on me saying when the time's up. And then it would also people wouldn't know how long we'd actually be sprinting for. It'd kind of be ooh, how long are we going for? I don't know. It could be 20 minutes. It could be 30 minutes. It could be 35 minutes. So yeah, then I realized it was not a great idea. Chandra got 20, which is awesome. Or not got 20. Oh my God. I was thinking we were still talking about word counts here. And I was like, any words are good words, but you're suggesting a time. I've been writing way too long today. Okay. So I'm down for a 20-minute sprint. We can do 20. Sam, what did you want to try? Okay. Everybody's saying 20. Google Street View is addictive. Now I'm curious of your idea. Hello, good evening from Brazil and Rio. Good evening. Good evening. That's so fun. Fabricio. Let me know which one of those is right or if none of them is right. I'm so sorry. I'm probably mispronouncing your name. I do apologize. Okay, everybody seems pretty stuck. Or not pretty stuck, but pretty determined to do 20 minutes. Devin's down for 700 minutes. Okay. Sounds fun. Sorry, I meant walk up to the Eiffel Tower. Oh no, I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. That's a whole mood. Yeah, writing way too long. Been writing way too long. Give me 6 hours. Okay, Devin and Shanice want the long writing sprints. Okay, wait. I have another potential writing idea. Do we want to do a word count sprint where we set a word count and essentially instead of writing to a particular time, we write to a particular word count. So if you're editing or reading, then you can just use that word count for editing or reading. So what if we say 500 words? And then essentially when you hit 500 words, you're kind of done for the sprint. And then when most of us reconvene, then we'll be done. And everybody can just type in the comments done or something like that. And it's not a race. It's not a race. It's just your break, the length of the break is dictated by how long. Okay, new idea. Yes, let's write to, okay, new idea. Yes, Shanice, we're on the same wavelength. So we're going to do that, but we're also going to have an end time so that people who finish before the end time can take a little bit of a break and do whatever they want to do, chat in the comments. Maybe I'll come back and start talking, and then other folks can just stay on mute and we can still have the timer, or like other folks can turn the volume off and the timer. No. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to try this out. We're going to try this out. Okay, everybody's saying yes. So what do we want our word count goal to be for this sprint? This will be interesting. I've not seen writing sprints done like this. So let's give it a shot. We're innovating here. We're innovators. We're on the cutting edge of writing sprints. We are the writing sprints of the 21st century, and cutting edge, bleeding edge writing sprints. I'm into it. We're innovators here. Let's do it. Okay. Devin's cool with 12 hours. Yes, I just hit 951 to hit 4K for the day. So that is amazing. You had a goal of 4K, and that is awesome. Oh, wait. Okay, just need 951. Okay. 87 words in 5 minutes. I'm good too with 12 hours. Okay, so let's go. Chandra needs 951 words. Shanice said, let's write to 1,000 words. So let's write to 1,000 words. Let's everybody, whether you're editing or rewriting, then just like count how many words you edit or rewrite. And what we'll do is we'll do 1,000 words or 45 minutes. I think that's reasonable. So that's a fast 1,000 words. So if you write 1,000 words in 45 minutes, that is a very fast 1,000 words. So if you write it before 45 minutes, then you stop and you get to take a break for the rest of that time. And then we'll come back. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So we're going to do that. This will be interesting. So I am going to set a timer. The timer is going to be for 45 minutes, but the word count goal is 1,000 words. And if you hit 1,000 words, then you can pause, you can take a break, or you can come back and just like say done in the chat, or we can start chit-chatting in the chat. I won't turn my volume back on. I will not turn my volume back on, but I will like come into the chat and we can like chat in the chat. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. It's a 45-minute sprint, but just because we kind of need an end time, right? Like people have different writing paces. So we're like, anyway, I'm rambling. I'm trying to like explain it to myself in my head. But so the plan, if you hit 1,000 words before 45 minutes, you get to take a pause, you get to take a break, and then that gets added to the break between this sprint and the next sprint. Okay. Okay, people like this plan. Yes, I only need 291 for my goal, but I'm here for this new method. We're gonna give it a shot. Could fail epically, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, so, and then at least when other people come in, like if other people come in while we're sprinting, they can just sprint till the end of the timer. But like we know that if we hit our word count goal early, then we can stop and take a break early. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Pens at the ready, everybody, and we are going to get started on this word-based writing sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did it go? How did everybody do that sprint? I see a lot of people got to the 1,000 word mark, and let me just turn off this timer here. I see a lot of people got to the 1,000 word mark, which is awesome. I had a couple of minutes to spare, and it looks like a lot of people had a couple of minutes to spare, so that is great. So how did we like that kind of like timed but not timed? Like, how did we like that? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm like drinking SodaStream and coffee here. How did we like that kind of format? I thought it was interesting. And now I'm at 7,000 words. So before this sprint, I was at 6,000. Let me get this up. I was at 6,291 words. And I'm now at 7,300 words, which is awesome. I'm not sure I'm going to get to 12K today, but I'm definitely set on getting to 1,000 words today. 1,000 words, 10,000 words today. But probably not on the sprint, guys. I'm probably going to sign off. I'm probably going to sign off soon. Maybe like one more wind down sprint. I'm thinking maybe one more wind down sprint. Just because it's getting late and I know like we'll be wanting to start getting to bed soon and winding down. So yeah, the sprint will probably end, but I am vlogging today. I'm vlogging today. So whatever I don't finish on this sprint, you'll see in the vlog, and I'll probably be up very late. So yeah. Passed 1K and took my dog out. Lots of people. Okay. So the goal was 10,000 words. Wow, I can't speak. I've been writing for too long. Many people hit 1,000 words, which was awesome. Oh, that was me. I passed 1,000 words and took my dog out, which is awesome. Chandra hit 4,120 words for the day, which is amazing. Yes, Julie got 1,016. I actually really liked that. That was really fun. I like changing it up a bit. And like 1,000 words is a lot of words. We can do this again that with not 1,000 words, you know? I think we just like have to, like, I think there always has to be a timer in case people come into the sprint, but also like if people leave, so there's like a marker to when it stops, but the timer should always be like longer than you need. So like, let's say you're doing like a 200 word sprint, then like, I feel like I have a very average writing pace. Like I'm never the fastest person, and I'm also never the I'm not the slowest person. Not that being slow or fast means like better or worse. It's just like some people very carefully craft their words when sprinting, and others just like really go for it. And personally, I'm kind of that person that just like falls in the middle. So I think like for like 200 words, like 12 minutes. Would that make sense? I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe I'll come up with like a chart and like use the 1,000 words, because we did 1,000 words in 45 minutes and lots of people seem to be able to do it in 45 minutes with time to spare. So I can use that to like, you know what? I'm going to write that down actually to make sure that I don't forget that 1,000 equals 45. And then I'll make like a chart. And then it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting. I think it's kind of fun. And then you get to like do some other things. Stephanie got 1,145, which is awesome. I liked it. It was different. Went back and grabbed a few extra to break 40K in my Camp Nano project. That's awesome. Priestess in Red kept going and wrote 1,706, which is amazing. Play SNL live again. I'm sorry, Jim James. I'm not. I think I know I named it. This is a writing sprint. I know I named it Saturday Night Live, but it is not Saturday Night Live. So I apologize. That's my fault for naming the sprint Saturday Night Live. Sleep is a thing. Yes, sleep is a thing. It is very much a thing. I don't type fast, but I was in the zone. Yeah, I also don't type fast. I've seen some folks like on AuthorTube who are such fast typers, and like sometimes you can hear it like during sprints because people will leave their mics on. I don't. I also don't use like a super clackety like keyboard. I just use this Logitech keyboard. I'm on my laptop and my laptop's elevated right now, so I'm not like hunched over. So I have a separate keyboard that I use, and it's like, it's not like super clicky. Here, wait, I'm gonna, like, that's it super close to the mic, you know, like it's not, I don't know, it's not super clicky. Like when I vlog, I have to like, boost up the volume like as high as it can to get any typing noise. Yes, I think maybe that's to the wind down sprint. So let's do a wind down writing sprint. Let's do words. How many words do we want to go for our wind down writing sprint? It was extra confusing for me when I joined. There was a Trevor Noah commercial on. No way. That's so funny. On this writing sprint, that's really funny that there was a Trevor Noah like ad before this sprint that is called Saturday Night Live Writing Sprint. I'm wondering if YouTube's gonna think I'm like ripping off Saturday Night Live and like take this video down, which is really funny. Hey JC, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. I know I haven't done a writing sprint in a while. When people write with the gaming keyboards, it sounds like a bunch of horses galloping, and I'm mad jealous. I am mad jealous. I love super clicky keyboards. Like I love the sound of it. Like ASMR keyboards me all day long. I love it so much. But when I'm actually writing, I don't like the resistance on my fingertips. So this one like clicks enough where like I can hear it, and there's not much resistance. Like those, like the ones where you have to like push the key down this much, like these are so thin. Like there's no, I don't know. I really like this keyboard. If anybody wants a keyboard, like get this one. It's a Logitech, and you can connect it to 3 devices. So like I have like my phone. I used to have my work computer, but I took that off. So I have my phone, my computer, and my TV, not in that order, because you can connect it to some TVs. I can connect it to one, but not the other. I like the SNL homage. Thank you. I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, it's Saturday night, and then it was like Saturday night live. And anyway, you guys get it. I don't need to explain it. If I can decrease my distractions, I can go fast, but I definitely have to work on my focus. I'm going to skip out and go to bed now, though. Good night, Julie. I hope you had a fun time, and I also need to work on my focus. Live from Montreal. It's Saturday night. Let's go. Love it. I love the clickety clackety sound. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right. So I think let's just do one last wind down writing sprint. I'm thinking like 10 minutes. 10-minute writing sprint, wind it down. We won't have a word count. We'll just wind it down with 10 minutes. Clicky clacky keyboards are the best, but like I like them for general typing, but for writing, I find they're so resistant. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I wish I could use them for writing. Like I love them. Like my parents have a really clicky clacky keyboard and I love it. But I don't know, maybe it's because I've done so much like extensive writing on my laptop that it's just like those massive keyboards I can't use for writing, and it makes me really sad. Anywho, okay, 10-minute sprint. 10, oops. Alrighty, a 10-minute writing sprint to end the evening. When I game, it's so loud. I can't imagine how loud it would be if I used it to write. But it would sound so nice. If I had a really clicky clacky keyboard, I would probably not listen to music when I write. Not that I always listen to music when I write. A lot of the times I like to write in silence, but like, yeah. I would probably never listen to music. Just listen to the sound of the keyboard going. Oh, McGill, officially back to the stream. We're winding down. One last sprint. We're going for one last 10-minute sprint, and then I'm going to like call it an evening for streaming, kind of focus on getting the last of 10,000 words. I don't think I'm going to get to 12,000, but you know, it was a good evening. It was a good evening. And it was a pleasure sprinting with everybody here. I was like kind of waning in like my motivation for the day, and I find like changing the way that I write helps. So like earlier today, I was doing 1,000 word chunks and then taking a break. And it was kind of more like a flow state type of writing where like if I was really into it, I'd just kind of like keep going. There was no like concrete sprints or anything like that. But then I stopped and took a break and I was like, I need another way. Like I find switching it up helps sometimes, you know? Oh, no problem, Chandra. I'm glad you had a really good time and have a great sleep. And for anybody else who is still here, pens at the ready. We're going to do one last 10-minute wind down, and we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. I hope you had a good writing sprint. I actually used that sprint to do a little bit of admin that I haven't been able to get to today. So as folks who were here earlier on in the stream know, today I'm actually not working on my own projects. I'm ghostwriting, and I also do cover design, and I do both those things through Fiverr. Links down in the description box below, you know, if you want to cover. So I do all of that through Fiverr, and essentially I have been neglecting getting back to some of my clients today because I have been working on their projects today. So it's kind of like a balance, because you want to spend time working on the actual projects for your clients, but you also need to spend time speaking and talking to your clients, which I actually love. It's just, you know, it conflicts, because sometimes like I can spend more time talking to a client than it actually takes for me to complete their project. So, you know, is what it is. But yeah, thank you so much for joining on this sprint. Haley got 322 words that sprint, which is actually amazing. Here, you know what? I can actually tell you how many words I got that sprint, because I was responding to messages. So I do have the word count. So that sprint, I got 243 words, but I'm not counting that towards my goal. But I did get 243 words. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining this evening. It means the world. It's always so fun to sprint with people, and it makes writing a little bit less lonely. So thank you so much for joining. Great seeing everybody, and we'll talk soon. Bye, everyone.